Let's take a closer look at SoFi today, diving into its performance, some key data points, and broader observations from the market. SoFi had a pretty solid day, finishing 2.02% higher in value. It managed to ride the momentum of growth stocks and fintechs, even though there wasn't much significant news or fresh data to influence its movement. Despite the volatility, the stock held its ground fairly well. Now let's break this down further. Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Stock Update. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell so you never miss any of our uploads and also enter our giveaway. But before that, alert, this is not a financial advice video. SoFi experienced a trading volume of 41.3 million shares today compared to its average of 61.3 million. A significant portion of this activity was driven by algorithmic trading and short sellers. This wasn't unique to SoFi. Many other stocks across various sectors showed similar patterns today, as I've observed from tracking multiple industries. This trend highlights how influential algorithms have become in shaping market activity. Interestingly, most of the trades on secondary markets were sell orders, even though SoFi ended the day in the green. This suggests a heavy influence of algorithmic strategies, which might be worth keeping an eye on for SoFi's future developments. On the short interest front, today saw the return of 1.64 million shorted shares. Currently, 14.15% of SoFi's free float is being shorted, equivalent to about 150.75 million shares. The average cost to borrow these shares is 0.26%. Over the past week, we've seen minimum borrowing costs dip into negative territory, which might indicate brokers are pushing to attract more short sellers. Interestingly, similar patterns are apparent in other stocks, suggesting a broader market strategy at play. In the realm of institutional activity, there's been chatter about entities increasing their SoFi positions, as revealed by the 13F filings. These filings, while delayed, provide insight into Q3 transactions. For instance, Jane Street reduced its common stock holdings but maintained a significant position through a mix of call and put options. With $17.5 million invested in calls and $7 million in puts, this strategy indicates optimism about SoFi's potential upside, even though the exact strike prices and expiration dates remain unknown. Options trading today also leaned heavily bullish, with 47% of the activity focused on calls. Approximately 23 million call options were traded versus just 3.38 million put options. Many of these calls suggest expectations for SoFi to surpass the $16 mark, a step up from previous targets around $15. Meanwhile, bearish sentiment anticipates prices below $13 by next week. In my view, betting against SoFi or similar growth stocks seems increasingly risky given the current market dynamics. From a technical perspective, SoFi stock demonstrated strength, closing at $13.93. It traded within a range defined by the pivot point and resistance levels, staying above critical moving averages like the 50-day, 100-day, and 200-day averages. These indicators point to a bullish trajectory with potential targets at $14.24, $14.58, and $15.13. Support at $13.70 also seems firm, giving the stock a solid foundation. While this week lacks major market-moving data, factors like Nvidia's earnings or manufacturing reports could influence broader market sentiment. Still, SoFi appears set on a strong upward path, with many expecting it to hit or exceed $16 soon. Social media discussions reflect growing confidence in SoFi's long-term potential. Some investors are holding firm or diamond-handing, while others debate whether the stock might drop to $10. Personally, I think SoFi's operational strength sets it apart from meme stocks, which often rely on hype rather than fundamentals. The company's performance and institutional interest underscore its potential as a robust investment. Short sellers, however, are feeling the pressure. Current short interest in SoFi amounts to $2.8 billion, a decline from the September peak of 19.56%. If the short interest drops to around 10%, we might see the stock surge beyond $20. While timing remains uncertain, a logical estimate would place this growth in the latter half of 2025. Friends, that's all we have for you today. What is your opinion about today's video? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.